Hello guys, welcome back, and in this lesson we are going to look on elements that can be used within the body starting tag and the closing tag. So as we have seen so far, these are the things that you need to use on the head. Don't use these links on the body, they won't work. So on the body, there are particular elements that we can use to display data here. And basically there are so many, but I'm just going to cover a number of few, and then you guys can check out the rest and pick up from there. So you have things like, for example, the paragraph. Paragraph is used to say that the thing that I want to declare inside this opening and closing p tags here, I want them to be formatted in a paragraph way. So I can have a paragraph here. Just generated some dummy text using lorem ipsum here. So let me just do this to show you where the paragraph ends like that. So we have a paragraph. We can also have what we call, head styling. So for example, there is head one. That will mean I want the content that will go here inside this h1 start and closing tag to be formatted like an h1 styling. Head one is basically, in the simplest state, it just simply means a bigger heading, all right, a bigger heading, and it goes from h1 to h6. So that is in the preceding manner. So if I say, for example, I am h1, I duplicate this here. I can have h2 here. I can have h3 like this. I can have h4. I can have h5. And lastly, I can have h6. There are six of them: h1, h2, h3, until h6. So I can say this second one is h2. This third one, I can say this third one is h3. This is h4. This is h5. And this is h6. So if I render this, or if I refresh this on the browser now, let me go here and do a refresh. As you can see now, here on top we have our paragraph here: h1, which is bigger; h2, which is quite smaller; h3 even smaller; h4 smaller; h5 smaller; and h6 very small. So when you say I want this particular line or this particular text to be formatted in a certain heading, then you can use this h1 to show that they vary, maybe in precedence, or maybe some title is a child of another title, something of that. So you can use this to show that. For example, you can have the main title with h1, the subtitle with h2, and the titles which are under the subtitle to have something like h3. So you can use this h1, h2, and 3 to vary or to show that variation. So again, we have things like list. For example, you want to list items, all right? So you can say things like UL. So for example, list, you can say list item one. We can have another list here and say, all right, list item two. Can have list item three and list item 4. Now, if I go to the browser and do a refresh here, as you can see now, we have this list that have these pointers here. So an ordered list, it means they are not ordered in a particular way, UL, an ordered list. But if I want them to be ordered, it means I can use ordered list, OL, all right? So this will means order them and use a particular format to order them. So if I go back here and do a refresh now, we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are some of the elements that you can use in your body to share a document or to declare certain aspect of your document the way you want your viewers to see. So this is the body. From here, this visible section is the body. Then on top here we have the title. Then behind the scene, many of the things that you applied on the head will be applied on this particular page.